Hi everyone, it's Micca Evans and I am here on day 19 to share with you a simple dinner recipe idea. It's sheet pan recipes, sheet pan meals, sheet pan dinners. They're really basic. Basically, you'll take a meat, your protein, you'll take vegetables, seasonings and oil, mix it all together in your sheet pan and throw it in the oven. So you can make them ahead of time. You can do the meal prep maybe on Sunday, get your chicken cut up, your steak, you could do wild caught shrimp after the purification. You could even use fish. And then you take your vegetables that are already cut up and you have some seasonings and then some oil, and it's that simple. So it's simple to throw it all together at one time. I just cut up vegetables and sliced up some chicken thighs in about 20 minutes. So now all I have to do is throw it in the pan. So I put the chicken on my pan so I could wash my hands before my video. And then now I have some vegetables. The recipe I will share, and it's probably already in the group, but it calls for peppers, onions, and I think that's it. But I like to add, if I have it on hand, some mushrooms and zucchini. So I had those things. So I sliced those up too and did a few less peppers. And then I'm just gonna throw them all on the pan. So I've got them all on my cookie sheet here. And then I'm just going to try to not make a mess and get all these veggies on here. And then I'm gonna take some oil to drizzle over it. It cooks at 425 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. So that's a high temperature, it's above 350. So we're gonna use avocado oil for that. You could melt coconut oil and use coconut oil also. So I'm just gonna drizzle some avocado oil over this. It doesn't take too much. And then sprinkle about half of the seasonings. So I only made up half of the seasoning. So this is basically like buying a fajita seasoning pack and making it yourself. The recipe gives all of the spices. It's salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, cumin, chili powder, and paprika, and that's it. So you just combine those. I just did half of the mixture that it called for because I've made it multiple times and it's quite a bit. You could make the whole amount and save half of it and use it for next time so that you don't have to do this part, to save yourself some time. So then I'm gonna sprinkle some of these seasonings, about half, over this mixture here. And then just take my tongs to keep my hands from getting messy, but feel free to use your clean hands, and mix this up kind of evenly here on your pan. Try to get a little bit of the oil kind of on all of it. And then I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit more of the seasoning on. You can make it as spicy or as little spice as you'd like, but I'm gonna use the rest of this here. Maybe it's quite a bit. I don't know if I need all that. And then I'll just save it and use it next time. This is such a quick and easy meal, and it makes quite a bit so that you can have leftovers and take it in your lunch the next day or have it for dinner the next day. You can get quite a few meals out of this. And that is it. Now I'm just gonna throw it in the oven. I'm just gonna make sure it's evenly spread out here and spices are kind of all over it. Then I'm going to put it in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes and take it out. And you can just have this as your meal. You could put avocado over it. You can squeeze some lime juice, lemon juice over it. You could put some salsa over it. You could make it like a Chipotle bowl, and you could make some quinoa and then serve this over the top of that, all while we're doing our purification. Post-purification, you could get some siete tortillas. They're grain-free. Our Walmart in Paola carries them in the freezer section. They're in a bright pink package. They're grain-free. They're made with avocado. I think there's avocado oil in it, but there's almond flour. So it's lower carb. So it's a great way to have a traditional fajita, but a cleaner version of it. So this is a sheet pan meal, and it's super simple. It will bake 20-25 minutes tops, and it will be ready. There's a bunch of recipes on the group in the top right hand corner. You can search sheet pan, and a lot of recipes. You could do a similar recipe like this, and instead of using a fajita seasoning, you can make a homemade ranch seasoning and sprinkle that over the top. There's lots of different varieties. You could make up your own if you want kind of a jerk chicken type seasoning. You can mix that up and use that instead. You could do kind of a Hawaiian post purification, and you could do chicken and pineapple and peppers. There's so many ways you can make something like this, and it's just a quick way to get a meal on the table for dinner, and then have leftovers too. So if you can cook once and eat multiple times on it, that saves us time, and just a good way to get some yummy meals into our diet without having to cook a lot. So now I can throw this in the oven and take my dog for a walk, or start that load of laundry, or clean, or do whatever. But now I've got some time to get some other things done by throwing this in the oven. So hope this is helpful. Let me know if you have a favorite sheet pan recipe, and if you have any questions, just post it down below. Hi Lisa, thanks for watching. Have a good day, guys.